Welcome to the greenhouse today, and thank you for being a Patreon supporter of mine. Today we're going to walk around this greenhouse in the first part of April. We're here, we're excited, we have a lot of food to eat, and there are things that are growing that I want to just show you. A lot of this stuff I have planted, as you would expect in a garden. A lot of things I have not planted, and there's some things that I planted when we first started 2 years ago, and since I don't do very much weeding, I have a lot of plants growing that are giving me food. So the purpose of this today is to see what you can eat in a greenhouse that we've hardly done any work in, to see if a person could live during a zombie apocalypse when you're hiding from society. So here we go, and we're just going to look and see what we have. So right below me we have alfalfa, and there's a lot of alfalfa in here. Yes, I planted this, but I planted it once and now it's growing. We have alfalfa, and we're going to see if we can eat this and see if I die. If you've never eaten alfalfa before, after about 20 seconds it gets really strong and hard to eat. It becomes hard to eat, like right now. It has every vitamin known to man. It has high proteins. This will keep you alive in times of crises. Let's move on to the next edible plant in here that may not be a normal plant. So we have petunias in here, and the petunias have seeded themselves for 2 years, and they have these beautiful little flowers, and I don't even want to pick them because they're so cute. So I'm just going to pick this one right here, and I'm going to eat this bad boy. And I can't taste a thing because the alfalfa is so powerful. I gotta find something to get rid of that alfalfa taste. Okay, I'm gonna start climbing up this wall. This stone wall here. Oh, there's something. There's something down here in the woods where I'm putting my feet. Okay, these guys. This looks like dill. There's other plants that it may not be dill, but I'm pretty confident that. And the reason I'm confident it's dill is because I had a huge dill plant here last year and I let it go to seed. So I'm going to taste it. Before I ingest this, I'm going to identify whether it's poison hemlock or whether it's dill, because I really don't want to eat poison hemlock because I want to make a video tomorrow. So I'm biting it with my front teeth. I'm tasting it. And yes, it is dill. So now I'm going to pick some more of it. And I'm going to eat that up to help get rid of that alfalfa taste, because that was serious. And the dill is good for you. Super good for you. Now what I have here is I have grass seed that's going to seed. Right here, the grass is going to seed. I don't want any grass seed in here, so these need to be pulled up. You never let weed potential happen by letting them go to seed. So I've removed the seed heads. Now what am I going to do? Remember, the time of starvation because of the zombie apocalypse. So what can I do with this? Can I eat this? This is grass. If you have true grass, yes, you can eat it. If you don't know your botanicals enough to know whether it's a grass or not, be careful. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to chew the juice out of this. I'm going to put it in the back of my mouth. So I'm pulling my lip backwards, and I'm going to this with my molars. I'm going to grind it, and I'm going to roll this around, and now you have now you can start sucking the juice out of it. This might be more of a wilderness survival class than a gardening class, but hey, the zombie apocalypse is real. So you suck on the juice, and after a while you start wondering if you're burning more calories than you're getting, but this is full of vitamins and it will keep you alive. Let's look for the next plant. In this very same pot we have Claytonia growing. So right here, this Claytonia is beautiful, and it has seeded itself in here. So I'm just going to try to snap them off like that. If you pull it straight on Claytonia, sometimes they come up by the root, which is okay, except I want this to be clean. I don't want to have to wash it. Let me see. Struggling to run the camera. So now we have the Claytonia. So here it is, beautiful Claytonia. And you just pop that in your mouth. It's watery. It's crisp. It doesn't bite back at all. It's not like a hot pepper. A lot of plants are hot like a pepper, but not Claytonia. So you can ingest a lot of Claytonia. And so that's really good. So that can certainly be done in the times of apocalyptic moments. See, I don't have to go very far to find a lot of food. I have onions here. I've got the perennial Welch onions. Oh, here's a bluegrass. It looks like a Kentucky bluegrass. So I could suck the juice out of him. And then here it looks like clovers. I don't know. This could be, I don't think that's an alfalfa. I think that's a different kind of clover. So that could be eaten. But here's a dandelion. So we could eat the dandelion leaf, the dandelion flower. So let's... So the dandelion leaf is fine. The dandelion flower, that gives you something to eat when there's no food and you're starving to death. So that's pretty good. And when it gets boring, you pick one off one of these, a leaf of the perennial Welch onion. So it's a green onion, and that'll spice life up. That'll make you think about why you exist. That'll give you, you know, reasons to be concerned about life. Let's go into some of the things that I've actually planted, because those are just wild guys. So we have lettuce here. I don't think you need me to show you how to eat lettuce. Oh, but here we go. So we've got lamb's quarters here. At this stage, they're pretty good. You pick it, and you put it in your mouth. Now, lamb's quarters has a poisonous look-alike, which is called, what is it called? It's called nightshade. Wild nightshade. So the leaves look pretty much the same. But at this time of year, those don't really grow. They need warm weather to grow. And so when it's cold at night and freezing tonight, if you see these lamb's quarters, they're lamb's quarters. Oh, here's plantain coming up all over. So these little plantains, they're fantastic. I'll pop that in my mouth. Look at this dill. Look how beautiful that dill is. Put that in my mouth. Look at that. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's good. And that's a wild dill. I didn't plant that one. So this is like the Garden of Eden. If you don't weed everything out, you get all kinds of stuff to eat. If you're a vegetarian, you don't even need a kitchen in your house. You just have a Walipini. Okay, here's a plant. Last year, this is celery. About 10 times more powerful than the celery stalk that we normally like to grow. Ooh, that's good. So I've had all kinds of flavors. I've had bitters. I've had nutritives. I've had aromatics. Yeah, that's super good. On here, so here's some peas that are coming up. These escaped from my compost. Remember when I made my compost and I was eating peas? Well, here's pea shoots at this time. So this time of year, you can take these pea shoots and you eat those, and they taste similar to a pea. But yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Well, here's another plant. I wonder if there's a clean one. This one's right in the middle of my path, and I didn't really want to eat the mud that was on my feet. But this is cheeseweed. Oh, look at that. Is that chickweed next to it? I hate chickweed. I don't want that getting in my greenhouse. That's chickweed. I didn't know that was there. So I have cheeseweed and chickweed here. Let me tell you something. If you don't know what the plants are because you haven't learned, don't do what I'm doing. We don't want you to eat something toxic. There are plants that are toxic, meaning you could die. We don't want to kill anybody just because you watched me eat some weeds. What else is in here? Oh, we got broccoli. So I planted this last year. In the wintertime, the broccolis were so damaged that I didn't really pick them. But we're just going to pick them like this. So now it's going to seed. So here's the little broccoli. It tastes exactly like broccoli because that's what it is. Okay. I think the strawberries need to get ripe. It'd be a lot funner to eat this stuff if it was strawberries. Wow. That is pungent. I don't know what's worse, me eating this stuff, you being subjected to watching that, or a zombie apocalypse. You tell me in the comments which one's worse. Hopefully this helps you to eat some weeds.